Now from News Channel 5.
Good afternoon. In the news at this hour, the St. Louis Fire Department is investigating a possible chemical spill at Washington University's medical school. It happened inside a pressurized lab near McKinley and Taylor. At least one man was injured.
And after 22 years as principal, a well-known educator in the St. Louis area decides to retire. Join us for these stories and more tonight on News Channel 5.
This News Channel 5 update was sponsored by Frederick Roofing.
The Volunteer 5 phone lines are now open, 969-VOL5.
Now from News Channel 5.
Good afternoon, everyone. A federal investigation into the financial problems at the Francis Howell School District is complete. Did anyone break the law? The story tonight at 5 and 6. And a suspicious death at Washington University has been ruled a suicide. The body of a 37-year-old assistant professor was found in a second-floor room of the medical school yesterday. Join us for all the day's news tonight at 5 and 6.
This News Channel 5 update is sponsored by Randy Blunt Lincoln Mercury. Expect it. The Volunteer 5 phone lines are now open, 969-VOL5.
Now from News Channel 5.
Good afternoon. All eyes are on Governor Carnahan's widow, Jean, today.
Missouri's new governor, Roger Wilson, said he'd call upon Jean Carnahan to fill her late husband's seat if he is elected to the Senate. But will she agree to do it?
He gave me freedom. He saw what I can't see.
And 2 hunting dogs are put to death for fatally attacking a guide dog.
This News Channel 5 update was sponsored by Frederick Roofing.
The Volunteer 5 phone lines are now open, 969-VOL5.
Now from News Channel 5.
Good afternoon. An Illinois man is behind bars charged with terrorizing parts of South St. Louis County. We'll have details at 5.
Plus, Senator John Ashcroft was back on the campaign trail as Carnahan supporters discuss who should take the place of the late governor in the Senate race.
Well, I started feeling better right away.
And could exercise be the best medicine to treat high blood pressure?
This News Channel 5 update is sponsored by MasterCard. The Volunteer 5 phone lines are now open, 969-VOL5.
Love it.
Now from News Channel 5.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the second time in a week, police find a meth lab in a South St. Louis neighborhood. Officials found the meth lab in the 7400 block of Pennsylvania after a report of a fire. Plus, an East St. Louis family thanks a man for saving 2 children from their burning home. Join us for these stories and more tonight on News Channel 5.
This News Channel 5 update is sponsored by Randy Blunt Lincoln Mercury. Expect it. The Volunteer 5 phone lines are now open, 969-VOL5.
Ultimately.
Now from News Channel 5.
Good afternoon. Right now, dozens of police officers are on I-55 near Festus, where a police chase came to an end just under an hour ago.
And News Channel 5's Rich Bartledge has been following this story all afternoon. He's in Chopper 5 now with the latest. Rich?
And right now, they're all up to the shoulder. The person has been taken into custody. It sounded like a young white male, 20 years old. Just started way out by Lake St. Louis. Ended up down south of Festus, about 3 miles south of Festus. It was reported that shots were fired during this chase. 1 police car was damaged around Gasconade on southbound 55. It finally ended without much trouble. He pulled off to the shoulder, police cars surrounding him, and that was the end of that. There is a tow truck on the scene to take the SUV away. I'm Rich Bartledge, Chopper 5.
Okay, thanks, Rich. We'll have a complete update on that story and all the day's news coming up on News Channel 5 at 5.
This News Channel 5 update is sponsored by Vatterott College. The Volunteer 5 phone lines are now open, 969-VOL5.